writers. I'm really excited about workshop today because you are going to create your own writing project. Now, this is hard work, and sometimes it's almost stifling when we have to come up with something from nothing, when we're going to create a whole new assignment, really whatever we want to do. And so I'd like to help you by giving you a starting place. Basically, when I get ready for writing time, when I have an assignment, it usually stems from one of 4 places. And I've written those on a chart up here, and you probably have a similar chart in your classroom. So all of my writing projects really are based in one of these areas. What I'd like for you to do today during the mini lesson is in a minute, pause the video and as a class, talk about what are some of these areas that you might write about. Let me give you an example. As a writer, I basically open and close my day from behind my computer screen. I'm constantly writing words and I'm working on different projects. Writers will call this a WIP, a work in progress. And when I'm deciding what kind of writing assignment to work on, I think through the 4 different areas. I think about audience, or genre, or topic, or purpose. Now, I'm sure you've heard these words before as a writer, but just as a small review, let's talk about what each one means. The audience are the people that read your writing. For me, my primary audience are teachers of writers. And also moms read a lot of the things that I write. Genre is the kind of writing. Are you going to write an article, a poem, or a letter? The topic is what you're writing about. I write about teaching writers, and I write a lot about adoption and family. And finally, the purpose is the reason for your writing. Are you wanting to entertain or to inform? What are the different purposes you have as a writer? As a class, why don't you see if you can come up with some common audiences, some common genres or topics or purposes that you may write about. Go ahead and pause this video and fill out your chart. Now, I'm sure after making this list, you have some ideas that are beginning to stir around in your mind. For the rest of workshop, we're going to use some time just to imagine or envision some possible writing projects. Now, you don't have to write them today. All this is brainstorming. It's thinking of the possibilities. I have a sheet that will help you do this. Here's a brainstorm sheet that you can use just to collect some ideas today. Make sure you put your name on the top of it, and then you can see it just starts like with idea A. And all I'm going to do, I know right now a project that I want to work on. I want to write an article about revision. And so I jot that down for idea A. Now, because I've thought through this, I can answer these questions pretty snappy. Like I know the audience is teachers, and the genre is an informational article. The purpose, it's a good thing to pause a little bit for me and think about. But what I want to do is I want to share that kids can revise in a lot of different ways in a single workshop. And then finally, my topic is revision. There's a little space here for special notes. And so here, I'm just writing myself a note. Look at the writing samples I gathered. You might have an idea of something that happened a long time ago. So your special notes might be to go back and look at some pictures. Or your special notes might be to talk to like your mom or an aunt or a grandma about the memory. I'm not going to stop at just one idea. The point today is to collect as many ideas as possible. And so I've been thinking a lot about my grandma Miller. And she is in her late 80s. And I know how much she enjoys letters, but I don't take the time to write them. And so another writing project for me would be to write a letter to my Grandma Miller. I'm having a really hard time thinking of the purpose. I know the topic is probably about motherhood, but I'm still not clear on my purpose, and I need to do some more thinking about it. And that's okay. Today is a day about just dreaming. What are some possible writing projects you could use? Now, your teacher has probably created some boxes around the classroom to offer you inspiration. Here's one that I keep in my office, and inside here are just things that are inspiring to me. I'll show you a couple things, and then you can go ahead and get to work. So in here, I have a book of quotes that sometimes can inspire me. I also have things like books about writing that give you writing advice. This one I love. It's A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words, and you can see pictures and then, get an idea from the picture. Look around your classroom. Think about the things that you've seen so far today. What gives you an idea of writing? Don't be surprised if in your box are a couple children's books, like Where the Wild Things Are is an old favorite of many people. This can give you ideas. It can help you think about the world and what are some possible writing projects. There's also, I hope you'll find some poetry books, because poetry is a great way to be inspired as a writer. So today, you're going to just dream. What are some potential writing projects that you might like to have? So go ahead and grab a possible WIP page. And at the end of workshop, you can put it in your writing folder. Enjoy today, just dreaming up possible writing projects. Happy writing, everyone.